2 out of 4 today. 40 days na lamang po bago ang Pasko. Advance Merry Christmas sa lahat from Sports Corner PH. Good evening to everyone. Makakasama po natin, I'm sure madedelight ang ating mga followers natin na napag-uusapan natin ang madalas natin nakikita na bukod sa exercises, cycling, isa sa mga nakikita solusyon para sa healthy lifestyle ng mga Pinoy ay ang pagtakbo, running, para maiwasan yung iba't ibang klase ng mga sakit at maiwasan ng mga bisyo, mapalakas ang stamina at resistensya. Makakasama po natin ang ating weekend run gang, one boy na magiging two boys mamaya, and of course 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ladies sa mga kasama natin ngayon mula sa weekend run. Unahin natin ang ating top running coach, Coach Ken Mendola. Good evening, sir, and welcome to the show.
Hi, Gab. Good evening.
And of course, makakasama po natin ang ilan sa mga runners mula sa ating weekend run. Unahin natin ang pinaka-veterano sa lahat. Lagi ko siya napapanood noon doon sa GSIS sa PTV4. At ngayon ay aktibo na yun sa running. Buti na lang inabutan ko pa siya. Attorney Star Elamparo. Attorney Star, magandang gabi.
Magandang gabi, Gab. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you.
And of course, Miss Janelle Maraya.
Hi, good evening.
We also have Alaysa Naldosa.
Hello, good evening.
Si Attorney Katrina Mandao.
Hi, good evening.
Si Miss Carici Santos.
Good evening. Thanks for having us.
And of course, meron tayong bagong inapasok, Pauline Anyola.
Hi, good evening.
Meron pang isa pa nating bisita mamaya pero makakasama natin siya. Siya po si Attorney Reggie Ukol pero aabol na lang siya doon. So, 5 of our guests, or maybe 6, ay lumaban sa Berlin. While si Attorney Star ay lumaban sa London. Pero meron ilan siguro na naglaban sa New York Marathon. We will dodge into that later on. Pero first of all, unahin ko muna si Coach Ken. Kumusta na kayo? Tuloy-tuloy ba pag-mold ng ating mga runners and of course yung mga running enthusiasts na ma-exceed into greater heights at para may chance silang sumali sa mga malakanakihang marathons locally and most importantly sa internationally?
Yeah, so far naman, Gab, continuous naman yung ano namin. Continuous naman yung training and preparation. So yun, tuloy-tuloy lang with their trainings.
I like to ask about the humble beginnings ng inyong initiative, Coach Ken, kasi nag-umpisa ito actually pre-pandemic pa. Yung initiative na advocacy to promote running as one of the keys to an healthy lifestyle ng mga Pinoy. Mapa-pandemic man yan, wala, kahit anong kalamidad man lang ang sa mga pagsubok sa buhay. The title pa lang, We Can Run. Lahat tayo pwede tumakbo. O pwede rin, we can run. Kasi madalas natin nakikita yung mga running sessions na ginagawa every weekends. Kasi ang weekends is also a family time na rin to spend some quality time after the work days na medyo sub-sub tayo sa trabaho. May times tayo na mag-inga at mag-ehersisyo. Can you tell us more about the beginnings nitong weekend run?
Exactly, no, Gab, what you mentioned yung kanina. Technically nga, I mean, kaya din siya weekend run because say if I can run, then you can run, then everyone technically can run. So para dito sa batch na to, Gab, kasi madami kasing versions ng weekend, but technically itong batch na to, ito yung nag-ano talaga yung umusbong nung during the pandemic. Alam naman natin, 'di ba, na a lot were kumbaga we're concerned, 'di ba, na to go outdoors dahil nga nandiyan yung risk for COVID. So in our part naman, actually dahan-dahan kami parang nagsimula ulit after nung first ano natin na lift, 'di ba? Yung nung first na lift yung ECQ. So dahan-dahan kaming lumabas and nagtumakbo. Of course, observing yung ano din, yung mga safety protocols natin sa for na nakaset, no. So, yun, at that time kasi Gab, of course, meron na akong roster talaga of athletes under me, and then during that time, I can't blame them naman yung for some na kumbaga hindi, ano pa sila parang worry pa sila to go out because nga yung threat ng COVID. So what we did is since most of these athletes then are technically sanay sila mag-train for the endurance and yung mga long distances. So what I did is I tried to shift yung mindset nila na for me kasi the way I see it since 'di ba na cancel majority ng races then at that time ng 2020. So what I did is to shift yung training to focus on really on the fundamentals and basics of running, since yun nga it doesn't make sense na mag-train ka for longer distance and then wala namang sayang naman kung walang races, and 'di ba papagurin mo lang yung katawan mo. So yun, doon kami nag-start. We started with the shorter distances, we focus on the 3Ks, the 5Ks, the 10Ks, and then yun, technically I sold them the idea na at least habang naghihintay din for certainty ng mga races na mabalik, at least nagbi-build kami ng the right foundation, and then it's easy naman to shift to, let's say pag nandiyan yung mga races, it's easy to shift yung training towards their desired na mga distances.
Bago kita tanungin ng isa pang tanong, Coach Ken, I'd like to ask Reggie Ukol for your opening remarks.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Sorry, I'm late. Just came from a meeting. I'm happy to be here to share my experience on Berlin Marathon under Coach Ken. Thank you.
Okay, ituloy natin, Coach Ken, ang tanungan. Alam natin lumalawak ang community ng mga running enthusiasts. What were the challenges na kahit pandemic, pinupumupo mo pa rin ang running para mas lalong active at enjoyable sa pamamagitan ng running classes at mentorships? At saan ba ginagawa ang inyong mga classes sa ngayon? At meron bang health protocols ba na sinusunod? Lumuluwag yung mga restrictions na yon?
Yeah, Gab, of course, noong 2020, no, talagang strict yung strict yung health protocols natin. So isa yun sa mga challenges. Of course, we follow talaga kung ano yung mga nakaset na health protocols, like especially yung wearing of mask, and of course syempre we observe pa rin yung mga social distancing at that time, no. And then ano pa ba, technically Gab, for me kasi how I see yung situation, no, at that time is we really have to focus then on yung sa exercise per se, kasi nga 'di ba we need to boost somehow our immune system, parang kasi 'di ba yun yung way din natin para labanan yung yung technically yung pandemic, 'di ba? We need to keep ourselves healthy. Kasi I remember then during ng 2020, since 'di ba ang dami limitations so parang technically nakulong tayo, parang nakulong tayo somehow doon sa natin, sa loob ng mga pamamahay natin. So yung movement natin din na limit. So I remember a lot were naging unhealthy at that time din naging unhealthy. So yun naman yung yun naman pinaka purpose din why we do yung itong running na to
Okay, thank you, Coach Ken. I'd like to ask the runners, medyo mahaba-haba itong show and tell natin na bahagi ng weekend run. Paano ba nag-umpisa ang passion nyo sa patagpo at may mga benefits na nakuha nyo in achieving the goal to live healthy at maiwasan ang mga bad habits sa katawan? At malaki ba ang pinagbago sa training niyo physically and even mentally under Coach Ken? Bagitin din natin yung mga day jobs ninyo bukod pa sa inyong passion ninyo sa running. I'd like to ask first yung pinaka-veterano sa lahat, si Attorney Star. Ikaw muna, Attorney Star. Mukhang nawala si Attorney Star. So, unahin po muna natin ngayon ay si CK. I mean si Alaysa pala, sorry. Para ka ba nag-umpisa sa running? At yung mga day jobs ninyo?
Hello. So currently, I work for a beauty brand as a digital marketing. So I started running when I was, I guess, 19 years old. Kasi my dad also runs. So I think it's a big part na your parents are also into fitness and health, right? Kasi na-influence niya the kids. So, pero before, parang wala akong training plan. I was just running, nagpo-fun runs lang. Then, 2018, I joined the TBR, the Bull Run, for my first marathon. So that's when I met TK. And then I remember, yan, kasama ko sila Junel. We do our Thursday night training, speed run. Tapos, kaya lang nag-stop during the pandemic. So, completely stopped. It was hard. Like, it was mentally draining for everyone. But then, I was able to bounce back and get back to running. And yun, bumalik na rin the training every Wednesday, speed run, and the long run. And then this year, I was so surprised na, yeah, nag-marathon ulit ako. I wasn't really planning to do another marathon, but so glad I did.
Thank you, Alaysa. Lexi, Janelle naman.
Hi, I'm a managing director for restaurants. I don't wanna name na lang. I started running in 2016 because that was the time na parang I had a check-up tapos lumabas na nag-borderline diabetic ako and high in cholesterol. So the doctor warned me if I don't change my lifestyle, pwede maging diabetic ako. So the doctor said na yung working out na once a week isn't enough. I have to work out 3 times a week. So I was trying to find a sport na I can do by myself. Kasi that time, parang ang sport ko was badminton. Badminton, di ba, it's a group sport. Like, you need to have a partner or ano. So I started running in 2016. Then 2018, I joined TBR because my friends invited me to join. Then last minute, nag-back out sila. So naging mag-isa na lang ako. I'm the type kasi if I sign up for something, I have to finish it. So tinapos ko yung TBR. That's how I met Coach Ken also. Then nag-pandemic. And during the pandemic, it was hard for me kasi I got used to a schedule na busy ako palagi. Then yung nag-pandemic, biglang wala akong ginagawa. I think that was the time na I can say na I took running seriously. Because before that, as in, takbo lang ako, as in super petics. Coach Ken knows that na pumaparty ako sa takbo ko the next day. So, it's only now na I really took running seriously na with a proper training plan, with a goal. So yun, that's how I started running.
Okay, next is Attorney Katrina.
Hi, I'm a corporate for an in-house for a beverage company, and started running lang last year during the height of the pandemic when the gyms were closed. I started running on my own para lang may outlet or may activity, physical activity pa rin during the pandemic and hindi lang nakakulong sa bahay. And actually, part ng running journey ko yung isa si Karichi Santos kasi siya yung nag-encourage naman sa akin to join a marathon. Kaya kami nag-Berlin Marathon this year.
Okay, next naman. Kaya na-mention mo si Attorney Karichi. Ikaw naman.
In my case, I am Karichi Santos. I am an in-house corporate lawyer for an international retail store. As Kat has mentioned earlier, ako yung nambudol sa kanya to join the marathon, but siya talaga yung nambudol sa akin to do the running. Nagsimula yon kasi sa watch namin. So, nag-invest kami sa Garmin watch. Yung watch ko is for diving. But since I cannot dive during the pandemic, mas mahirap. Kailangan land-based yung sport na gagawin ko, tsaka yung paggagamitan ko ng watch. So, para maka-ROI kami doon sa watch namin, sabi ko, hindi pwedeng dito lang natin sa Pilipinas gagawin yan. Kasi we were doing a 75 hard, what do you call that? 75 hard challenge. So in 75 days, you're supposed to do 7 tasks and it includes a 45-minute outdoor activity. So yung outdoor activity is naturally running or walking. So to my mind, 75 days namin gagawin to for what? Sige fine. Mag-marathon tayo, Mangkaw. So that's where we started doing self-training, reading books, reading up on the internet, and then suddenly, na-realize ni Kat, for the both of us, na hindi namin kayang gawin mag-isa. So luckily, she saw the post of one of our weekend run teammates. She's not here with us right now, but si Cams is also another lawyer from our UP circle. She's also under CK. And then, ayun, downline na kami. And then the rest is history.
Thank you, Ricky. Ikaw naman, Pauline, what's your story about your running journey at yung day job mo?
Hi, so I'm Pao. Yung day job ko is I'm a speech language pathologist. So I'm a speech therapist. So I started running. It really started na I was battling depression. So it was one of the things. Parang I lost a loved one. I grieved, and then yung grief ko kasi that it so happened na what I did was I went full on into work. So I worked 7 days a week. As in, parang there was a month na dire-diretso lang ako nag-work. So, and then when I finally got a break, like a day off, na-realize ko na it wasn't healthy. So, I signed up for a marathon, which is yung the Bull Runner Dream Marathon. And then from there, I met CK also. Yan. So, kasi sila yung mga pukers. So, they were always helping out us newbies that time. So, ayun. Then from there, running evolved into something. It became a habit, actually. So, it wasn't just a thing to keep my mind blank, to keep myself preoccupied, other than from na hindi lang ako nag-work. So, it wasn't just an escape. It actually became a habit. So until now, I'm still running. And then yun nga, recently I did Berlin with my teammates. So so far naman, I have no plans on stopping running.
Attorney Reggie, ikaw naman. Unmute lang po, please.
Good evening. Yes. Good evening. My fitness journey started when I turned 40, and that was when life began for me. I suffered a mild stroke, so I almost got paralyzed on my left side. So the doctor told me to change lifestyle. So at first I joined a triathlon team. I joined several half Ironman competition until I became an accidental Berlin marathoner. I say accidental because I was not supposed to join the Berlin Marathon. There were so-called friends of mine who got in by lottery in Berlin Marathon, and they egged me to join. And I joined via lottery, via charity, and I had to donate so much money just to join. And 3 months going to the marathon event, they all backed out. So ako natira. So I had to to join a group. And fortunately, I met the group We Can Run and Coach Ken, and I was very happy to join them. And I was really surprised, ang bibilis pala talaga nila. Okay. mabilis na ako, mabilis pala sila. So that's how my journey started, and I intend to continue this until I can no longer. If Star still runs, I will still continue to run habang tumatakbo si Star. Okay,
Attorney
thank you.
Reggie, baka nyo ibahagi sa amin kung anong day job ninyo. You forgot to ask.
Sorry, I'm a practicing lawyer. I have my own law office, so I squeeze in my after training my work.
Okay, thank you, Attorney Reggie. Alright, yung pinaka-veterano sa lahat na si Attorney Star Elamparo. Your running story and what is your day job right now? Kasi nakikita kita noon sa GSIS noon, one of the top officials noon ng GSIS back then. Ikaw naman, anong storya mo? Ma'am, mute na lang po.
Yes. So Gab, I'm still a practicing lawyer like Reggie and Karichi and Kat here. So actually maraming abogado dito sa Weekend Run. Pwede na nga kami magtayo ng law office eh. But ako siguro yung pinaka-veterano. And like you mentioned, I used to work in government also as a lawyer. And it was sometime in 2018 when I went back to private practice na I encountered a very serious health problem. So I was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and fortunately, I survived that. I was able to get back to health, but that incident made me realize na kailangan ko na talaga pagtuunan ng pansin yung health and fitness ko dahil meron pa akong dalawang anak, meron din akong dalawang magulang na inaalagaan. So importante talaga sa lahat yung ating health and fitness. And so nagsimula akong pumunta sa gym. And then I got back into I got into mga fun runs, yung mga maiiksing distance lang. And in 2018, sumali ako sa TBR Dream Marathon. That's the marathon that's specifically designed for first timers. At dahil nga sa wala akong ka-training, medyo fun run lang dito, fun run sa kaliwa, fun run sa kanan, wala naman din akong coach. Sobrang nahirapan ako dun sa first marathon experience ko na yon. In fact, my time was so dismal, more than 7 hours, dahil halos naglalakad na lang ako nung after the 21-kilometer mark. So I continued, but for some reason, kahit na traumatic yung first marathon ko, I fell in love with running. At as soon as nakarecover ako from that first marathon, ang inatupag ko ay paghahanap ng susunod na race. And so that started it all. And when finally, nabunot ako sa lottery sa Tokyo, sunod-sunod na yan, nabunot ako sa lottery sa Tokyo, sa Berlin at sa Chicago that year, that's in 2019. Sabi ko, seryosohan na to. Kailangan ko nang kumuha ng coach. Kaya naman, kinontak ko na si Coach Ken Mendola at sabi ko sa kanya, kaya mo pa ba akong tanggapin bilang trainee? Kasi alam ko, ang dami niya ng mga trainees even at that time. And buti na lang, Coach Ken accepted me. And yun na nga, dahil doon talagang mas lalo ko pang na-appreciate yung running as a sport. At bumilis ako at lumakas ako bilang runner. And I'm now part of a big family, itong Weekend Run family. It is a very, very good support group as far as running is concerned. Kaya I am more and more falling in love with the sport because of joining Weekend Run and because of the experiences I've had since as a runner.
Dami ng mga abogado na nandito na yan para tayo magkakaroon tayo ng legal program sa online, syempre. And of course, topic pa rin natin ay running. So, laking pasasalamat sa inyong lahat. Marami kayong mga mga story about yun sa running career. Pero mamaya natin tatalakay yung first time stint ninyo sa mga marathons. Balikan ko lang si Coach Ken. Coach Ken, dahil sa kanila, naranasan din for the first time na tumakbo sa International Marathon and to finish strong while crossing the finish line. Can you provide us a brief overview dun sa mga recent competitions na inyong nilakan? Some of them, mga first-timers. Pero na-enjoy sila dahil naranasan din na tumakbo internationally and even during this pandemic. Si Attorney Star nga, medyo veterano na sa pag-compete na sa mga marathons, pero sa karamihan sa inyo, puro mga debutants eh.
Okay. Sorry, Gab. Ano ulit?
Could you provide us a brief overview on the competitions na nilaro kaninyo? Pero
Yung previous, yeah.
That's-
Yung, oo. So, previously, Gab, yung first marathon ko actually is with, with the Bull Runner Dream Marathon sa PBR. So, I was introduced to the distance, no? And then, after PBR, I joined yung Milo Marathon. Yung Milo Marathon, which is one of the prestigious marathon din sa atin locally. And then after Milo, that's that time I think I tried to sign up for yung mga the one that they did, yung mga World Major Marathon. So my first World Major was Chicago Marathon. So I was really exposed when I did yung Chicago, no. Makikita mo talaga, Gab, na iba yung atmosphere din when you run internationally, no, kasi makita mo yung support ng mga ng community ng mga tao doon sa doon sa area. It's a different talaga. I mean, it's a different experience. It makes you feel talaga din. It makes you feel confident, and it boosts your confidence when you're able to finish a marathon. Siyempre, considering na, 'di ba, ang daming before you finish a marathon, ang daming challenges na pagdadaanan talaga. And normally, 'di ba, I mean, for a normal viewer or reader, ang nakikita lang naman nila is yung finish part. Pero the work that you put in behind the marathon is madalas yun ang hindi na nakikita. But yun, it teaches you really the patience, the discipline to finish one.
Coach Ken, currently, meron ba kayong schedule ng ating mga classes if they wish to attend? And of course, para ma-observe and eventually makasali sa mga running or training sessions para may chance sila na makapaglaro sa mga iba't ibang klaseng kompetisyon?
Yeah, for of course, Gab, I mean, for those who are really interested, no, to say are planning to run a marathon or level up their running, no. I mean, they can easily just check lang yung Weekend Run page nasa Facebook naman yan or IG, and then they can just message there para at least ma-attendance sila individually then.
Okay, so that's it for part 1 ng ating pag-uusapan ngayon na tungkol nga doon sa weekend run. Mamaya sa aming pagbabalik, medyo kukunti lang ang oras ng ating Zoom. Patalakayin natin yung mga experiences tungkol sa mga international marathons. So for everyone joining us in Zoom, please stay where you are. Same link po rin po tayo. Tatapusin ko lang muna to. And then we will come back. Magbabalik po tayo para naman sa part 2 ng conversation. Pero bago yan, mag-photo op muna tayo, syempre, sa lahat. So, thumbs up and smile. Pakibukas na rin yung ating mga webcams para sa ating thumbs up and smile na photo op natin. Mama Liza, okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we'll be back with our part 2 of our interview with Weekend Run. See you then. See you in 2 minutes.